All right, joining me now from London is broadcaster and commentator Emily Carver. Emily, thank you so much for joining me. Look, what do you think of the move by Paramount Plus and YouTube to either dump Russell Brand altogether or say that he can't make money when he hasn't been found guilty just yet?
It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because if you were a private company, you'd probably want to cut ties with someone who has been accused of such heinous crimes. 4 women came forward, sexual assault, rape and emotional abuse allegations. We now have a further 2 women coming forward with their own stories relevant to Russell Brand and those allegations. So this story is going to keep on growing and growing by the looks of things. More allegations coming out, more women encouraged to come forward. So you can see why some of these companies, not least his agency, have decided to drop him. But something very significant has happened overnight, actually, in this country. The state is now getting involved. The government is now getting involved. So Caroline Dinenage, who is the chair of who's a Conservative MP and also chair of the Culture, Media and Sport Committee, which has a lot of influence, has actually taken it upon herself to write to Rumble, the social media network where Russell Brand is on, and also to write to the CEO of TikTok to essentially encourage them to demonetize and take away Russell Brand's platform. She says that that they need to rethink or consider the way that he is allowed to do business on their platforms. I personally think, and I think a lot of people would agree with me, that that is an overreach from the government.
Well, I was actually, Emily, just reading a statement that Rumble put out not that long ago where they said they weren't going to de-platform Russell Brand because he hadn't been convicted of anything yet, and that this move to de-platform him didn't align with their values of having a free internet. So it's fascinating that at least one company is taking a different stance. But Emily, tell me how divisive this has been in the UK, because there's been raging debate over trial by media.
Goodness me, there has. I've heard all the different views when I've been presenting on GB News, when I've been talking to people out and about, when I've been talking to friends and family. This really divides. On the one hand, you have people who believe that the media is absolutely essential in terms of bringing these types of allegations to the front and centre of people's minds, allowing women to come forward. Absolutely essential that the media does this, investigates and publishes these claims. On the other hand, people are really concerned by what you said, trial by media. So far, he has not been convicted. No charges have even been brought against this man, yet it is all over the papers. His reputation is tarnished. He's been dropped from his agency. As you said, he's been dropped from all of these different events. He's no longer allowed to monetize on YouTube. He's no longer none of his programs are now on the BBC website. So he is going through what you'd call a cancelling. I take the view, after scandals such as Jimmy Savile, where these people have been hiding in plain sight, that the BBC, Channel 4 and all those other broadcasters that worked with Russell Brand and allowed him to behave in a pretty egregious way. I mean, we saw that clip that you just played of how he interacted with women and others. I think they have something to say too, something to answer for, allowing this type of behaviour.
All right, Emily Carver, thank you so much for your time.